Hello everyone, this is Komal and today we are going to discuss class 9 chapter number 12, the modern age in Europe. From history 6, Reformation movement we will discuss over here. In this chapter we will discuss about the Reformation, the various causes related with the Reformation movement, how it was started and what are the persons those who are behind this Reformation movement. And this is dissatisfaction with the practices of Catholic Church and new learning. These are the two main causes related with the Reformation movement. And the person who was involved in this Reformation movement was the Martin Luther. His contribution we will discuss over here with the Counter-Reformation. So I will start this topic with the Protestant Reformation movement. What it is? It is the Protestant Reformation movement was the European Christian reform movement that began in 1517 when a German monk, Martin Luther, published the 95 Theses. He has handwritten 95 Theses, and he was nailed all those theses on the gate of the church. After that, this Reformation movement was started. It is the name given to a group of religious movement of 16th century, and this religious movement of 16th century launched by the Christians against the various drawbacks of church and the objectionable practices of the clergyman. Basically, people were giving objections against the practices which are given by the clergyman during that time. So that's why this movement was started. The main target of this movement was the Pope, the highest authority in the church hierarchy. And these movement created a split in the Christian church between two parts. The first one, Roman Catholics, who continued to remain loyal to the Pope at Rome, and the second one, Protestants, who broke away the church at Rome. I want to tell you related with the hierarchy what it is. Hierarchy means the holy order of the church. In this, the several positions are given. On the top position, there is a Pope. After that, on the lower position after Pope, the cardinals come. After that, archbishops, after that, bishops, then priests, and the last one, Catholics, the common people, those who are believing in the Catholics. Then, the Reformation broke out in a number of countries like England, France, Germany, Switzerland, and Scotland. Then, an extreme form of Protestantism was Calvinism, Presbyterianism of Scotland, and Puritanism of England. These are the types of Protestants. They are further divided into classes. So they have given such name of those classes. As all Protestants did not share the same religious belief and rituals, the Protestants of one country and those of another different from each other in many ways. So there is a difference between those two countries' Protestants. They are not having common belief. Then next, what are the causes of Reformation? The first one cause, dissatisfaction with the practice of Catholic Church. In this, during the 14th century, people became dissatisfied with some of the church practices, and this dissatisfaction paved the way for the Reformation. And these church practices were the following, like the first one, economic factor, second is corruption in church, then third one, rulers' resentment and movement against the church, and immediate cause. So I will discuss all those. The first one, dissatisfaction with the practices of Catholic Church. In this, during the 14th century, people become dissatisfied with some of the practices given by the church, and this dissatisfaction paved the way for the Reformation. And these church practices are like economic factors, like in Middle Ages, the church had vast property and which gave ample income in the church, and beside 1/10 of the income of the person was given to the church. So 1/10 income of the particular person was given to the church, and after that this was called the tithe. And in addition to this, the clergy collected another sum called the Peter's pence from the people. Pope Leo X wanted to build St. Peter's Church, and so he issued pardon certificates called indulgence. What is indulgence? Indulgence was a guarantee of forgiveness, and by paying money to the church, people thought they could win salvation. Salvation, that means they will free from their sins. So this indulgence certificate create a problem over there. So indulgence were letters which remitted punishment of the sinners who brought them, and both in this life and after their death also. So normally the priest imposed a penance or punishment on a person who had sinned, and he is required to perform a special service or make a pilgrimage to a holy place. After that, finally the church officers were given to a higher bidder, and this practice came to be known as simony. Simony means the selling or buying church jobs. So all these practices annoyed the rulers as well as the common people too. So next, second type of indulgence practice is the corruption in church. In this, in the beginning, the clergymen led an exemplary life and expended great respect in the society, but afterward they were living in luxurious life. So this was not adjustable by the common people, so they become against the church practices or the clergymen. Then the next one is rulers' resentment. In that, Pope's interference in the political affair was naturally opposed by the kings. So they strongly supported the Reformation movement to order the weaken the church. So they don't want as a Pope on the higher authority as they are in the royal family members as on the higher superior order they want. So that's why this Reformation movement was in the practice. Then movement against the church. In this, anti-church movements begin in Europe in the Middle Ages, and these movements directed their attack on the wrongdoings of the church. John Wycliffe, English priest, he was an Oxford professor, criticized the word lines of the church and some of its practices. He laid emphasis on the Bible as the sole guide for the salvation. They are not saying that the salvation is coming according to the Bible. So this was a main cause after that. Then next was the immediate cause. In that, long before the open breach of the Rome, there had been some cases of protest against the power of the Pope, and these minor revolts were crushed with the heavy hand. So the early reformers met with failure, and the challenge was accepted by the German priest Martin Luther. He raised a strong voice and launched a movement against the abuses in the church and authority of the Pope. This proved to the immediate cause of the Reformation. When Martin Luther started it, and afterward people joined his company, and afterward this movement come to in force. Now the next cause of Reformation movement is the new learning. In that, the spread of the new learning and spirit of inquiry was developed by the Renaissance scholars, and the invention of printing press and printing of Bible in vernacular languages brought a new outlook among laymen. The Renaissance encouraged spirit of inquiry, developed critical attitude, and broadened the outlook of man. People then begin to question everything, including the authority of Pope. Afterward, people start the new learning, that they are learning the Bible by their own as the printing was started. So that's why people are having broad mind to learn the new things. They are saying that Pope is not teaching according to the Bible condition. People then begin to question everything, including the authority of the Pope, and they criticize the church practices, rituals, and lifestyle of some of the clergymen. Some of the clergymen, not all, some of the clergymen were not good at their place. So nobles and merchants were jealous of the wealth of the church, and the common man in Europe looked upon the church, taxes with contempt, and the changing attitude of the people toward the church led the growth of secular idea. Then next is related with Martin Luther. So basically they have written over here the contribution of Martin Luther, but that part of contribution is reduced from your syllabus, but I will discuss Martin Luther's contribution as to give you the specific information related with this movement. In the 16th century, Martin Luther, a German clergyman or a professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg, openly criticized papacy. Papacy is the church order. He accused the church for the sale of indulgences. In 1517, Luther wrote 95 theses or statements dealing with the differences between the belief and practices of the church. What are the beliefs and what are the practices which are going inside the church? He was given thesis on all those ideas and nailed them on the church door at the Wittenberg. Earlier in 1512, he undertook a pilgrimage to Rome and found that some of the clergymen were living a luxurious life, and this made him a strong opponent of the church. His 95 theses afterward, those burned it. The Holy Roman Emperor Charles V, upon request by the Pope, asked Luther to defend his case before a Grand Diet. Diet, the parliament of the church, held at the Worms, known as the Diet of Worms, consisting of council of princes and high dignitaries in 1521. This diet was held in 1521, and in that diet, the princes, council of princes, and the prestigious persons, the higher order persons, are indulged. The diet ordered that Luther's writing be burnt and Luther be outlawed. But Luther had the support of German rulers, and so on harm was done to him. Then this movement soon came to be described as a German Protestant movement. Luther devoted his time translating the Bible into German and set up an independent church. He was set up an independent church, that is the Protestant church. Luther traveled to different parts of Europe, Germany, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and the Protestant movement found wide acceptance. Lutheranism was recognized as a legal form of Christianity by a treaty which is known as the Peace of Augsburg in 1555. 9 years after the death of Luther, it was found. What is the Peace of Augsburg? This is a Holy Roman Emperor Charles V went to war against the Protestant princes of Germany and defeated them in 1547. Even though defeated, they still refused to return to the Catholic Church. So Charles ordered all German princes, Protestant and Catholic, to assemble in the city of Augsburg, and the princes agreed that each ruler would decide the religion of his state. This religious agreement was known as the Peace of Augsburg. Now, the next thing is related with this chapter, the Counter-Reformation. What it is, the Counter-Reformation or the Reformation movement was against the Roman Catholic Church and brought about the birth of Protestant Church. In order to restore the credibility of the Catholic Church, a large number of dedicated Christians, including some popes, introduced certain reforms within the church, and this movement is known as the Counter-Reformation. A church council was convened at the Trent in northern Italy in 1545 by the Pope Paul III. This is Counter-Reformation related with. Now the reform within the church, how they were reformed. Within 3 points they have reformed. The first one, Counter-Reformation. Now the second one, the Council of Trent. The purpose related with the Council of Trent, which was held in 1545 to 1563, and the purpose was the church held 3 meetings to discuss reform and define dogma. Dogma means official teachings. Then some areas were actually reformed. Those are called the education of priests. And improved discipline and administration among the clergy. Indulgences got banned after the council finished its meetings. But many teachings were not changed and were instead reinforced. The ideas of the Protestants were rejected, and you need faith and good works to achieve salvation. These are the further rejection ideas, the teachings. The 7 sacraments, not just 2. Bible is written in Latin, not the vernacular language. Then Pope is supreme leader. Man has free will. That means your fate is not predestined. Now, the stopping the spread of Protestantism. To stop that Protestantism, some measures should be taken by the Catholic Church. The first one, the Treaty of Trent. Then second is the Society of Jesus. This is the Jesuit, a religious group founded by the Ignatius Loyola in 1540, promoted education. It promotes famous for the missionary work, strived to gain political influence, and countered the populist Protestant Reformation by working top down and counseling kings and princes. Also a bit fanatical in their devotion too. Then next is Saint Francis Xavier. Saint Francis Xavier, the church was established over there. They are the followers of Ignatius Loyola, and he traveled to China and Japan for the propagation of Christianity. He came to India and worked till his death. His mortal remains are found at the Church of Bom Jesus in Old Goa. The selfless and dedicated service rendered by the Jesuits helped in restoring the credibility of the Roman Catholic Church. So up to this, our chapter is over. This is you have to discuss all these points clearly whenever you will read this chapter. You have to learn the technical terms which are given at the last and solve all those questions which are given with the short answer or structure type questions. And if there will be any query, you can ask me through comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.